What up? What up? What up? I forgot I turned the fucking mic on. What's poppin', boys? Shout out all the boys tuning in. Shout out the streets. What's poppin'? Run up the likes as always before we get started. You know the deal. You know the deal. Honestly, there's not much going on today. So, again, it's one of those situations. It's like, shit, I know you guys like me to go live around 7, but I pushed it to an hour earlier just because it's like, I don't want to sit on my ass waiting for something to come in. Nothing happened yet. So I figure I'll just go live with whatever the topics are. So what are the topics? Shit. Real quick, shout out to Otto for being first in the chat as always. Yo, what up? I hope oh my god. I hope you're having a great day out there and everybody else too, especially you, man. I'm about to head out, so I'm going to watch as much as I can. All right, Otto, sounds good, homie. Sounds good. Already did like perfect, Otto. Sean Baller says, Perry the punching bag. What's up, bro? Shit, is that what I become? Am I just a punching bag? I'm playing. What up, Sean Baller? Nitro99 says, this matchup proves UFC hates Roundtree. I mean, everyone against Roundtree for this matchup. Dylan says, Subcasual. What up, Dylan? What's poppin', Dylan? Good to see you, homie. Everyone hating on Khalil Rountree. Oh shit. Franklin dropping a big bag on this Friday. $20 big bag from Franklin. Thank you very much, homie. And good to see you in here. It's been a couple days. Don't think I didn't notice, Franklin. I'm like, where my man's Franklin at? I was theorizing that maybe you're just checked out because there's no fights this week. I don't know. But what's poppin', Franklin? You've been missed. And thank you again for the donut, homie. But nah, everyone trolling Khalil Rountree. Okay, let me just show this real quick. Everyone trolling Khalil Rountree. And I mean, I haven't really allowed myself to think very far into it. I've been seeing all the narratives though, like, oh, another top 5 matchup for Rountree, right? And then it's like Guru goes, all Khalil Rountree has to do is lose by violent KO in this one to finally earn his shot against Olberg. So clearly there's a narrative here. And the narrative is that Khalil Rountree is getting just softball matchups. The UFC hates him, right? That's what you guys are saying. Not softball matchups, but meaning Khalil Rountree is quite literally the softball, right? Khalil Khalil Rountree's the softball. He's not getting softball matchups. He's actually getting pretty tough matchups, and he's getting his ass beat, except for Jamal Hill type shit. But Pereira and Yuri was not good. I think Rountree is horrible and doesn't deserve his fan base at all. So what, you think Rountree's a bad fighter? I mean, it's just complicated. It's super complicated because honestly, I would say Rountree's a pretty good striker. And it's just speaking about this matchup, and then we can keep speaking about it. But it's I think Rountree's a good striker. Ankalaev, he's a kickboxer. Kickboxing versus Muay Thai. I do think kickboxing translates a little bit better. Muay Thai, you got more weapons though, right? Elbows and knees, trips from the clinch. So it's tough. It's tough. More kickboxers have made a good career out of the UFC than Muay Thai fighters, right? The list goes on. I don't even need to fucking name it, but Ankalaev, Izzy, right? Olberg, not Yuri, but Pereira. That's just to say the least. Not to mention Stephen Thompson. So I say all that to say I think that Khalil Rountree isn't as big of a softball as people are making him out to be. What's Magomed Ankalaev? Some massive knockout artist? He's not. Ankalaev has gotten his way to the belt, but styles make fights. And I know, Rountree wasn't the champion. He did get the title fight. Wait, what happened with Rountree again? I just don't even really fully pay attention. But Rountree got the title fight, right? Against Pereira or something. Was it happenstance? What was it again? So yeah, Roundtree got the shot against Pereira. What happened with this one? Oh no, it was just right off the back. Okay, so it was Pereira's first title defense against Roundtree. Roundtree was coming off a pretty big win streak. But Roundtree, he got stopped by Pereira. Obviously, Ankalaev and Pereira are 1-1. But I'm just saying, like, I think that it's a closer matchup than people are making it out to be, even if Khalil is undeserving of it. But people get so pissed off at Khalil. It's like, bro, he lost to Pereira, he lost to Yuri, he beat Jamal. I mean, what is everyone's issue with Khalil right now? A lot of good guys have lost to fucking Pereira. There's no shame in that, right? I guess there's a little bit of shame in losing to Prohaska because he kind of sucks, right? In hindsight, Prohaska does kind of suck. I didn't think that Roundtree sucked, right? But it's like you got stopped by Yuri. So I don't know. I'm just bringing out my thoughts. I don't really got a side, but I will definitively say that like I don't understand the hate on Roundtree being like, oh, another top 5 matchup. Oh gosh, I don't understand that fully. Because he was beating Prohaska until he wasn't, and then Ankalaev isn't this big old finisher like people are making him out to be. Like, let's look at Ankalaev's resume, right? There's no pride in stopping Johnny Walker. He also beat Anthony Smith, fought Blachowicz to a draw, right? Beat Alexander Rakic. Like, you don't think Roundtree's beating the shit out of Rakic, maybe even knocking him out? Thiago Santos, Volkan Ozdemir. I mean, like, Thiago Santos decision, Ozdemir decision, right? Krylov decision. This dude does not just like finish people. So I'm just saying, I don't want to be a sheep and just jump on the fucking bandwagon. I actually am just coming on in this topic at least to say I don't understand what you guys are talking about. I'm just going to say I don't understand it. I think Roundtree is horrible and doesn't deserve his fan base. Khalil has been put on a very good position by the UFC lately, but it's not deserved. It's not deserved. Not to say that he's a future champion, but like he doesn't deserve fighting these guys. I kind of think he does deserve to fight these guys. You got to keep in mind, bro, 205 is like already cooked. Like, watch back Roundtree versus Smith. Guy couldn't get out the way of a jab from 40-year-old Anthony Smith. If Jamal wasn't post-injury, he would have slept Khalil so easy, bro. Really? Soda Pop, I respect your fight analysis, so I don't really plan on going against you in that. I'll try to take your word, but it's like, I got to say, homie, when I watched Khalil, and I know it's post-injury, and you're saying if it wasn't post-injury, but bro, I'm just saying, like, when I saw Khalil versus Jamal, I mean, at no point was Jamal ever in that fight, even on a technical basis. It's okay. I know that you might just like not fuck with Khalil, and that's fine as well. I do find Khalil just like himself to be slightly goofy, but again, I guess we're all a little bit goofy. And I always said Khalil didn't look good versus Yuri. Yuri just looked bad up until round 3. Okay. Right, he's got some decent matchups. Roundtree ain't bad. He's actually good, but he just can't take damage like that. That's why he fought like that against Jamal Hill. He doesn't thrive in chaos. Interesting. Hey, wait, just pause everything. We got to shout out Franklin once again for a $10 donor. Thank you very much, homie. Still on 10, can't stop a giant like me. Shit. Ain't no stopping Franklin. Thank you for the $10 donor, homie. We staying on 10 all night long. Friday night, we on 10. Shout out Franklin. Friday nights, we on 10. Don't ever get it twisted. Just a PSA to everybody in the streets right now. Friday nights, we on 10. What does we on 10 mean? Shit, we don't really know. All we know is we on 10. If anyone knows what tilt is, I would imagine 10 is like the opposite of being on tilt, right? Being on tilt means you're kind of crashing out. being on 10 means like you're positively spiraling upwards, right? That's what I would kind of make it out to be. But you got to let Franklin give you the definition because Franklin's the founder of that phrase, on 10. On 10 means like we streaking, not naked, of course. We on a hot streak. Dylan says people glaze Muay Thai as this perfect striking art, but it has its flaws that Ankh can exploit, like its emphasis on single shot attacks and lack of head movement. Yeah, Dylan, I'm not actually like if you want my opinion, I respect Muay Thai and I recognize that they have more weapons. Like I said, right? They got the elbows, they got the knees, they got the trips from the clinch. But at the end of the day, Muay Thai, just the way that they run that sport isn't like serious enough. Like it's this jokey, fun, lackadaisical way of fighting. That's how the culture has kind of like adapted it to be. And I just think that it's actually regressed the sport. They've tried to make like Muay Thai for this thing for everybody. Anyone can compete in it. It's just a spectacle. And it's like, it's not, bro. It's fighting. And like, we want it to be a dog sport. And at least kickboxing still has that aspect. But that's the one thing I don't like about Muay Thai is it's so like fucking lame. It's just so lame. Like it's cool. It's got more stuff, but they've just lamed it out completely. The Thais, they play spar. Fuck your play sparring. Go kill him. Or I don't want to watch you. And if anyone has a feeling about that, they don't like that, then whatever. But it's an odd one because on paper, Muay Thai should be kind of better than kickboxing, but it's like they're just fucking doing weird shit. Rountree was a gimme fight for Pereira just to entertain the fans. Yeah, it's also because 205 just doesn't have anybody. And it's like, yeah, I think Khalil just gets put up to the top 5 because of where they're at right now, Maybe if DC and John Jones were in there still, it'd be Khalil at number 7, right? But it's like Sotapot goes, by the way, they gave Buck 98% punch power in the new UFC game. Oh, hell yeah. Anyone played the new UFC game? What would you rate it? Is it still dog shit? Have they fixed that shit yet? Please tell me they fixed like the user interface on that shit, bro. Nitro says I just prefer him over Ankh. I mean, I think Khalil could put some hands on Ankh. I think that that's what I'm also trying to say. I think Khalil could put some hands on Ankh. I don't like Rountree because he didn't deserve the title shot at all. He looked bad in those fights up until the Pereira fight. Robbery versus Jacoby. Looked mid versus 40-year-old Smith. Okay, Soda Pop, I got you. Bro, I never even really paid too much attention to Rountree like that, so I couldn't even fucking, Rountree just found his way there. He got his skill in MMA by Tyson Pedro. I fucking really dislike Tyson Pedro, for the record, if anyone was wondering. And dude only has fans because he used to be fat and looks cool. Oh, wow, he gave Alex a tough fight, but that was just a lucky stylistic fight for Rountree. Nah, I hear you. I don't even think he looks cool. He did used to be fat, though. Soda Pop. Shit, thank you again, Franklin, for the $10 dono. Shit, we still on 10, Franklin. Butter bread, you got it, my man. Thank you very much, homie. Thank you very much, Franklin, for the big bags dropping tonight. I'm glad I went live. Let's see here. Rountree's claim to fame was being on Rogan's podcast. Damn, people really don't like Rountree. The only thing I don't like about Rountree is the shit about like him glorifying like when Pereira was digging in his guts and shit, and Rountree like taking on the identity of the people he loses to in some weird way, or not even the people he loses to, but it's like, Rountree looks up to guys like Hamza and Pereira, and I just feel like he tries to like take on their identities when he's around them. Like he fought Pereira and he starts to take on this new identity, like he's a part of the, like everyone's hating on, like he's a part of the top 5. He really believed in himself more after being surrounded by Pereira for that fight week. And like I get it, it comes with the game, it's called the rub, but also like, he thinks he's like fucking team Chimaev now and shit, and it's just kind of goofy. That shit is kind of goofy to me. Like, bro, like why don't you be your own king of your castle? Like, what are you doing big up in these other guys, and then in such a public way to where like I'm saying this about you? Like you're kind of fanboying over Pereira, you're kind of fanboying over Chimaev. in a way, I mean, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. That's the thing I don't like about Roundtree, to be honest. I don't really give a shit about anything else. I don't even pay enough attention to care. But it's like from what I've seen from Roundtree, it's the fact that he like takes on these personas through the guys he's around. Like him sitting on the Jackson podcast with the glasses on, sunglasses on indoors, spewing that lie about the backstage digital scale means more than the fucking, rinky dink scale in the front that gets filmed. That's actually speculated by the commission. Like, it was just like, man, that's the type of shit with Khalil. It's just like, bro, you goofy. But now you guys got me talking mad shit on Khalil, and I didn't even mean to do that. So now I kind of feel bad. People forget Khalil lost to Dustin Jacoby. Did he? I mean, shit, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. and I mean, watch some new viewer be like, oh, this guy's a casual. It's like, I guess call me a casual if I wasn't invested in Khalil Rountree's career pre-fucking, like, Pereira. I've always known about Khalil. It's just like, I never really gave a shit. Yeah, lost to Tyson Pedro, Andrew Sanchez, Johnny Walker, Ian Cutelaba, Marcin Pricino. He beat Dustin Jacoby by split, but I see what you guys are saying. Who do you want Buck to fight next? Nitro. Who do I want Buck to fight next? We got a few options. One second. We got a few options. Like, Joaquin could fight the winner of Bonfim versus Bilal, right? Coming up here. Or sorry, the loser of that even, right? Joaquin could fight Joel Alvarez, who just lost to Yaroslav Amosov. I know D-Rod's talking about that Leon Edwards fight. But I mean, Leon Edwards coming off a couple back-to-back losses. Both guys are kind of free right now, I think. I think D-Rod signed, but the fight hasn't been announced. Leon hasn't announced he took the fight for International Fight Week. But, Leon, D-Rod, these are good matchups for Joaquin. Leon, D-Rod, loser of Bilal versus Bonfim, Joel Alvarez. I think these are the fights to make. I mean, you guys want to do Joaquin versus Mike Malott? I say give our boy a striker next. No, and can you tell from the matchups I'm saying? It's like we want hitters, bro. We want hitters, and it's like fuck these grapplers, bro. We're not doing it for right now. We're going for hitters, and like some other people can fight grapplers. We're good on that shit, and I don't give a shit how that sounds. You can figure it out for yourself. At the end of the day, maybe I will explain it if I can find the words, but it's like. I mean, I'll put it like this. Joaquin is just too fucking like, bro, we're not dwindling down this dude's star power by putting him up against wrestlers. Like, do you think Nate Diaz would be who he is today if the UFC just constantly put him up against wrestlers? Fuck no, bro. He made his name off the Leon Edwards fucking, rocking him in the last round. He made his name off beating McGregor, right? He made his name off of, beating Pettis and other guys like that, beating Donald Cerrone. Right? These were the big pivotal matchups for Mr. Nate Diaz. It wasn't by fucking and by beating, Michael Johnson when he called out McGregor post-fight speech. Right? This is like that's why Joaquin's not fighting fucking grapplers anymore. And it's like people should have listened to me from the beginning. I told you guys. I tried to tell you guys, we don't fucking fight grapplers. Joaquin New Money, New Mansa does not fight grapplers, bro. Fuck no, he doesn't. Stay the fuck away from us, And it doesn't mean we can't catch a body on you either. It just means like, shit, we'll catch you when we catch you. But shit, you not even fucking worthy. You dog shit. Look what happened. Sean Brady just beat Joaquin. Now what? Now what the fuck's going to happen? You understand the point? It goes without say, bro. We'll see you when we see you. When it's the most favorable for us to fucking beat you so that you don't squeak out a win and stink it all up for everybody else. Sean Brady. Shit. So that's what I got to say. Yeah, grappling a disease in the sport. It's just like, stay the fuck away from us. You know, all you grapplers at 170, stay the fuck away. We don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Go lay and pray on someone else. We don't give a shit. You know, call it what you want to call it. Call it what you want to call it. But we're focused on hitters, bro. We're focused on going viral. And you know, it's everybody I just said. D-Rod, right? D-Rod and Kevin Holland was a banger fight. D-Rod's knockout over Ponzinibbio was a banger. You know? Shit like this, bro. Leon Edwards. You guys know the deal by now. Sean says, I love you, Perry. Well, should I love you, Sean Baller? I say give our boy a striker next. Buckley smokes Leon. Yeah, he smokes Leon. What's poppin', Jew? What up, homie? You know grappling's a disease, bro. Nitro says, Brady's so sensitive for blocking Buck, LOL. You know what makes Brady even more of a bitch, and I don't even think he's aware of this? It's like Brady went ahead and like unblocked me on IG after he beat Joaquin. It's like, bro, you're just not even built for this shit. And that's why, like, you shouldn't even, like, every time you guys get me on this, I'm just going to lose my marbles. You know, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. This dude, like, can't even stand or handle the pressure of me making posts from an interview with Joaquin. He has to block me for years until the fight happens, and then he decides to unblock me immediately after. It's like, oh, now you want to talk, you little petty bitch? Now you got something to say. You know, now you got fucking something to say. You know, when all the smoke has been cleared and done with, right? Now you got something to say. Now you're unblocking me. It's like, bro, you're just a straight goofy. You should have kept me unblocked the whole time so you could have seen the shit, so you could have commented on it, so we could have kept the beef going. But it's like, you don't want to talk then. You don't want to talk when it really matters. You just want to do this stupid ass shit, you know, after the fight takes place. Fuck you, Brady. We'll never like you, bro. Like my man Juice says, bro, Brady pressed about us. We are Perry Punch. You know, shit. It's all of us against Brady at the end of the day. What Usman did to Buckley was clown shit. Cut Usman low key. UFC needs to get the big bucks some strikers. Yeah, we're gonna get it right, bro. I'm gonna talk to Joaquin next week. I'm just kind of giving him his time. But I'm gonna talk to Joaquin next week. I'm gonna talk to Joaquin next week. I'm just gonna call him and be like, "What up, bro? Like, what's the word?" Oh, Double Worlds. Your chat didn't get deleted. I just kind of missed it. Wait, Otto says I used to be a header, then I became a grappler with us story and still trying to do MMA. You mean a striker, Otto? You used to be a striker, then you became a grappler. I don't want to say too much, but I guess I will. Yeah, Usman actually tried to box a little bit though. I respect Usman. See, that's a difference, right? It's like I don't get on Usman for that shit, but it's like Brady, he's such a bitch, bro. He fought so scary. He fought so scary, it's unbelievable. Double Roll says, "What's up, my boy, a fellow Goyim? How's it going? Nice to see you again." Also, question of the day from me to you: do you think the amount of non-Goyams that went away was the correct number? Oh shit, you're talking about? Oh my gosh, bro, you're talking about the Hollow? I can't even say that shit. You know, you're talking about the Hollow. Um, to be honest, bro, I'm not even woke like that. I don't even. I have done zero research on the Hollow. My research on the Hollow probably extends to like watching Band of Brothers with my dad when I was like a little boy, you know, on Showtime. I do not know much about it, honestly. I'm not even, you know, I would give you an answer if I knew about it. I don't know shit about that. But I heard Nick Fuentes answer and he says it was probably more. Even though he kind of suggested previously that it was probably less or something, when he got really pressed on it, he said it's probably more. So honestly, I don't fucking know at all. Yo, Iwo fighting Junior Tafa now, same date. Really? Well, shout out to those two people I don't give a shit about, Tony M. Sorry, Tony M. Good to see you, homie. Leon is the fight. He's ranked 7th above Buck. Get Leon out of the top 10. Don't trust Leon. He'll try to grapple to a boring decision if he needs to. I hope Joaquin's working on his wrestling right now. Even though we're going to give him a hitter in his next one, he needs to work on the fucking wrestling, bro, because he looked a little clunky on the feet. I can't lie about that. And it's like we had two perfect examples in the co-main and the main of strikers versus wrestlers that just prove the point, right? Brady was looking to wrestle Joaquin. Tyra was looking to wrestle Van. Hamza was looking to wrestle Sean. The biggest difference in all three of those fights is that Van and Sean weren't so nervous, not calling Joaquin nervous, but just for the lack of a better word, Sean and Van weren't as nervous about the takedowns coming their way. And when it was on the feet, they weren't looking clunky. They were super smooth, looking like the elite professional out there in that department, right? In the striking department. When it went to the ground, it showed why they're comfortable on the feet because they're not worried about going to the ground. They know they can get up, and they did. And it's like, this is something that, like, it's like Joaquin. It's not really about learning to wrestle and even defending takedowns. You'll get taken down. It's about, do you got the sweeps to get up and like decent takedown defense as well to mix it in, right? Maybe one shot comes in, you defend that takedown, right? Another shot comes in, right? You get taken down this time, but you got the sweeps, right? You got the jujitsu to get up. Okay, so now you're back up. Then you're putting pause on Brady again. Brady shoots in for another takedown. You stuff it. You know, Brady's forced to stand for the rest of the round. This is the type of shit. But when you get taken down, right, and you get held down for 5 fucking minutes, it's a fucking disaster. And it increases the life or death, you know, circumstances of I cannot be taken down, right? You like imagine that. Anything you do in life, you know, if it's like it's all over with if you make this one mistake, it's very hard, right? Why do you think people get so nervous when they're trying to balance on something 500 feet up in the air versus when they're just balancing on something 2 inches off the floor? It's the same, you're balancing on the same thing, but the risk factor is so much higher and it'll cause you to freeze up unless you're prepared for it. And you know, that's what I got to say. That's what I got to say. Joaquin put it all on the line with the talk. He does. Just make a comeback. Joaquin. Yes, I agree. Shout out Jez DeMoose. Roro says, yo, what up, Roro? Buck was just head hunting. It was a bad performance, bro, but I think that it comes from the fucking bullshit about the wrestling. I'm telling you, it comes from the lack of preparedness in the wrestling. He's got the hands, bro. It's like the fact that he's worried about the damn wrestling. Did you see the new Ruffy footage? I didn't, Roro. He even got taken down by Washed Colby. He really needs to work on it for a year. He did get taken down by Colby. And that's not good either, right? It's not good either. He was able to get up, but it's like I can't sugarcoat it at the end of the day. Tyler Betts, what's poppin', homie? Dropping the buck emojis. Franklin says, this second quarter is over. Bread as fuck. Good shit, homie. Good shit. This year's kind of flying by, but I feel like, I don't know, we're coming into June, and I feel like it's already been a full year. Like, the amount of work I've been doing all year. Like, think about it. Nick Diaz and shit, like, kind of started off the year, right? All that shit feels like it was like a year ago at this point. He made his hype for the fight. At least call it a write-off. No, I feel you. They should call it a write-off, Jez. Bro looks so sharp. Does he? 1 second. Y'all watching Usyk box in Egypt tomorrow? It's like, bro, am I watching Usyk fight in Egypt? Okay. That brings up my next segment. Tyler Betts. So in today's episode of I Just Don't Give a Shit, right? Start with this shit right here. You know, in today's episode of I Just Don't Give a Shit. Like, these guys just think they could tote out whatever they want and we're just gonna watch it. I mean, you guys really need to start, like, I don't know. If you guys don't get annoyed by this and you guys are just down for this, then you're just, that's you, right? But me, it's just like, again, I will always say it's a bit insulting to my intelligence, bro. It's just a bit insulting. It's a bit insulting to the combat sports in general. Like, who does this guy think he is? He can come over from kickboxing and stand a chance against Usyk. You know, the world class. I know that this happens in the UFC with kickboxers and shit. Jez says I like it. I don't fucking like it. And on today's episode of I Just Don't Give a Shit, you know, this is the first thing. Usyk versus fucking goofball. I don't even know his fucking name. And then here, part two of I Just Don't Give a Shit, you know? Like, Canelo against another fucking Mabili. Like, I just don't give a shit, bro. I just don't give a shit. I'm down for Rico versus Usyk. Okay, fair enough. It's not going to change my opinion, but I'm sure my opinion isn't going to change yours either, right? Another one, you know, another episode of I Just Don't Give a Shit. You know, Tyron Woodley goes off on Colby Covington. Unk-ass Woodley. You know, we just don't give a shit no more. We just don't give a shit no more. So it's like, I don't know, MMA, they got all these things. It's like, I just don't give a shit. Not even MMA, but just like fighting and shit. You guys see this? This is hilarious.
Can you cook it clean? Yeah. What's your favorite dish?
Everything.
Can you cook it clean? Yeah. What's your favorite dish?
Everything.
That's too good. T Wood was slurping on that puss. T Wood a freak. Yeah, wait, what was that? Didn't like a sex video of T Wood come out or something? Canelo versus Mabili in Egypt would be crazy. What do you mean would be? It's happening. Unless, wait, they're not fighting this weekend? They just consolidated two different events, face-offs in one. Like, if that's the case, what the hell have we come to? It's like, let's take the next 3 events. Let's bring them to the pyramids for a photo op. Don't tell me that's what's happening. When's Canelo fighting? Something tells me he's not fighting this weekend. There would have been many press conferences. September 12th, just as I suspected. It's worse than I thought. It's worse than I thought. Tim Wells' stem cell clip is so funny. I think all the stars are down there for the Usyk fight. Crawford too. Gay as hell, Tyler Betts. What's going on, bro? I just got a different way of viewing things, I think. It's just like, what, these guys don't got shit going on? They're flying out to this event to just like be a part of it. Like, what? Like, imagine if like all the top UFC fighters flew out for fucking Pereira versus Gane. Like, okay, but like, what? Why? Is it because it's fucking Turkey Al-Sheikh paying all their plane tickets to come over? It's just lame, bro. It's just lame. It's just lame. There's some new UFO shit going on. I haven't really watched it, so let's just watch it for the one time. I got a couple of funny ass clips to show you. Roro says, no, man, it's just a cool fight, man. Lighten up. Why is it a cool fight, Roro? Because they're telling you it's a cool fight? That's my point, though. That's my point, Roro. Why do you think it's a cool fight? Because they're telling you it is? Because I'm telling you it's not. You know? It's a cool fight because they're telling you it is. Like, it's not a cool fight. It's dog shit. You have a guy from a completely different combat sport going over and fighting a world champion boxer. It shouldn't even be sanctioned, let alone be called a cool fight, Roro. You know? You know what I mean, Roro? Next, we should just have fucking, Sean Strickland, the UFC champion, go take on, the USA Olympic constituent, right, for wrestling, and just see how it goes, because it's fun. Because it's fun, right? And I don't mean to get on you so much, Roro. I don't really care. It's just trolling, because it's like, it's what do you mean? You know what I mean? Let's put Strickland versus like Kyle Snyder, because it's fun. Kyle Snyder, an Olympic gold medalist, Sean Strickland, a UFC champion. That would be fun. That should be fun. Let's just do it. It's like, no, bro. And that's for the same reason why I wouldn't give a shit to see our heavyweight champion against Kyle Snyder, the USA Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. That for that same reason, I don't want to see Usyk versus fucking whatever the guy's name is. Double Road says, man, Jacob, I thought we were cool. I know, homie. I'm trying to read it right now. Let me get back to it. You got to be patient, Double Worlds. And you keep deleting your fucking chats, homie. That might be why. I see all these messages retracted from Double Worlds, and he's asking me why I don't be reading it. Well, for starters, homie, I go back and I try to find them, and then it's not going to ever get read if you're deleting them. I read some of them, but I was just trying to bro, I'm trying to run a show here, so it's hard to always zero in. But I saw one of you saying or you said, did Buckley lose because of the Jews? No, Buckley didn't lose because of the Jews. And I don't know what else you asked me. Stop deleting them, Double Worlds. How do you tag someone? Scary Perry. Maybe put the @ not a bad idea, Perry. Call up Dana. Fuck no. X-Files. What up, Cupcake? Cupcake said, okay, we got the X-Files going on or what, huh? By the way, I don't believe that UFO footage I just watched. We are the remnants of the Romans, bro. We're going to get a massive dopamine strike when we take this back. What does that mean? Jess says, can't say I like the fight. Just wanted to see the two fights. Someone asked me, what's the last fight? Oh, Jess says, when is the last fight you liked? Mine was Khamzat Strickland. Khamzat Strickland was pretty good. I'll even say Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira was better. Jez. I like Van versus Taira, bro. I like that shit. I really did. Life's so boring today that I'm watching LFA. Andrew says a couple weirdos in the chat tonight. Oh God, I wish I didn't read that one from Andrew. Ain't nobody weirdo in the chat. Ain't no one weird in the chat. We'll leave him alone. You heard about Strickland wanting to throw hands with a hockey player on ice? Also, to make it fair, that would be a fun IG clip. Yeah, I'd rather just see Strickland defend his belt. Double World's calling out Andrew Nance. Wow, bro, you're calling me a weirdo? You're letting Andrew call me a weirdo, Perry? Wow. I just saw it. I just saw it. And what do you mean letting? I can't control him. I did my best to denounce it when I read it. Okay, so I just got to show you the funniest clip circulating on the internet right now.
So there's only 5.
It's Andrew Tate. It's Andrew Tate breaking down the 5 races that exist. This is the best clip on the internet. The 5 races that exist, right? I believe letting control him, Perry. It's like shit. Andrew Nance is a fucking mod and a member. Like, you know, he really locked in. Like, you know, there's not much I could do to Andrew Nance. He a mod and a member, you know, for months running. Also a top donor and shit like that. So it's like, shit, man. Get your boy, LOL. All right, so yeah, there's 5 races, and it's like you got I think it's like Mexican, right? Russian, Chinese. I don't know if he had one for black or not, but this is so fucking funny. It's not even funny, I guess. I've never even seen Andrew in chat. Am I crazy? He's like 2 above you. He's 2 above you. Soda Pop. And I'm a day 1. Yes, Andrew is a day 1. That is a fact. I ain't been tuning in anymore like that. RIP. Shit, RIP Soda Pop. You've been back in it, though. Chat prioritizers shouldn't be about money. What should it be about then, Double Worlds? What should it be about? You like like Double Worlds, what should it be about then? If it ain't gonna be fucking getting special treatment for fucking patting my pockets, for coming on here every night and showing appreciation to me in the realest way possible, right? Then what should it come down to? Like, what should it come down to? Because at the end of the day, this is what I was going back to earlier, and I kind of felt bad about doing this, but it's like, at the end of the day, Andrew, okay, Andrew, just relax on the timeouts. Relax on the timeouts, Andrew. I got it. Okay, let me just put it like this. At the end of the day, this is why I was saying, you know, because you could tell me, you could show up in here every day, you know, you could verbally express your support for me, and it's grateful. There's gratitude. But you know what? There's one thing that shows you really support me like no other, right? To a real crazy extent, right? And that's by actually donating and supporting financially on the channel. Now, am I saying everybody has to do it? No, but it's like, just consider this, right? If you're going to give somebody money, right? If you're going to give somebody money, you really don't got no hate, right? You really don't got no hate. You really fuck with them, you know? And it's like, you could be tuning in here every night. I don't know if you really fuck with me. You could, but you could also be tuning in to hate, right? Because people watch to hate, right? I watch Dana White to hear what kind of bullshit he's going to say, right? I'm not going to give money to Dana White, right? I'm not going to donate to him. So it's like, I do got haters watching, not to say anybody's a hater watching right now, but I got haters watching and I got supporters watching. Some of them both tune in every single night, right? These guys both tune in every night. How do I know? How do I separate the two? Well, shit, one of the easiest ways to separate the two is to take a look at who's the members in this bitch. You know, who copped a membership to support the channel? You know, who be donating? And it's just a simple fact. It's just a simple fact. I've given Jacob like $7 in my time. I'm such a real one for real. Shit, if you gave me $1, you a real one. you know? And I know I like kind of mentioned back in the day. I'm going to take another L with Cupcake right now. Like a couple weeks ago, I was saying, kind of suggesting Cupcake never donated. And I was wrong, Cupcake. I was fucking wrong. And that was bad of me. But again, that was a bad time. I was really pissed. So, you know, that was my bad. I kind of suggested, I didn't say Cupcake never donated, but I did group Cupcake in with Perfecto's lack of donations. And Cupcake dropped a big bag one time. Shout out you for knowing the lore. So again, I'm gonna take another L with Cupcake. That's how you can know I'm genuinely sorry, homie. I'm taking L's. But yeah, that's what I would say. So Double Worlds is saying, I know, bro, but we're both Goyim, and I thought we had a connection. I'm sorry. We do have a connection. There ain't nothing wrong between you and me, Double Worlds. And you keep retracting messages. That's pissing me off. Not literally, but like, bro. Oh, shit. And thank you, Andrew Nance, for the $5 donut. Much appreciated, homie. Member up and shut the fuck up. I mean, shit. Shit, cop a Memby and we know where you stand, you know? Cop a Memby and we know where you stand. Love ya. Love you, Cupcake. I outed myself as unemployed by not donating. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Cupcake dropped a 50 in here before. My boy dropped a 50 and said it's from Christ. Cupcake says, you're good, bro. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I'm forgiven by Cupcake. And yeah, that's excellent ball knowledge by a Jew. He even knows the fucking message. And it's like, yeah, Cupcake a real one. That was my bad. I'm taking the L. Evil Perry character arc. Is that what's happening? Love you, Buck. Love you, Jacob. We're going to get Buck on here sooner than later. Okay, just making sure we're good. Your streams are just so chill. I've been trying to find a chill YouTuber, and you are cool, bro. Double Worlds, we're locked in, homie. We're locked in. And you and Andrew Nance, just forgive each other. You know, no more beefing. No more beefing. Andrew, take it easy on Double Worlds. All right, that's my little, you know, that's me trying to calm you two down. You know, Andrew, my boy, let's take it easy on Double Worlds. Double World's a good guy. Okay. Keeps retracting his fucking messages. Double Worlds, you do that again, I might start second guessing. All right, let's continue. This is literally one of the funniest clips on the internet.
So there's only 5 real races in the world. Can we bring up a world map, please? There's only 5 real races in the world. I'll explain this to you quickly so we can get over the bullshit and understand the races of Earth. You got white people, which we all know. Europeans, used to be Europe. Americans, you got white people. They're around here. Russians are white, you got white people. You got black people. Most people don't know this, but they're from Africa. See all the blacks here. You got the Chinese. Last time I was in Korea, I was tired of them pretending they were not Chinese. You're all slanty-eyed. You're all fucking Chinese. Japan, Korea, you're all Chinese. Even Vietnam, Southeast Asian, you're Chinese. You don't speak English. You're over there. You're Chinese. You got Pakis. You know, India, Pakistan. And like, you could be from Algeria, which is far away on a map. I'm not actually Pakistani. I'm from Tunisia. You're brown. You're speaking one of them weird languages. You're a fucking Paki. And then you got Mexicans. Mexicans are anywhere from Mexico down. This is all one big Mexico. I'm from Nicaragua. You're a fucking Mexican.
Marlon Chito Vera, you fucking Mexican homie. Ilia Topuria, you fucking Mexican homie. They all fucking Mexican. I think he even says Brazilians are Mexican. I'm not sure.
Now, I heard Hondurans and like Nicaraguans and fucking Mexicans don't actually get along because they believe they're different. They're arguing about how they all make burritos in a different way. And they pretend it fucking matters. And they sit around going, no, actually, we're very different cultures. It's not a different culture. All your countries fucking suck. They're all shitholes. All your women are whores. sniffing coke and drugging fucking passport bros. They've all got flat feet, look like housemaids, no manicure, no pedicure, shit flip-flops, a $3 dress, dancing to some fucking Mexican bullshit. It's all one big fucking Mexico. South America is Mexico. And I use this as a perfect explanation. If a man from Chile and a man from Paraguay...
Yeah, he said South America is Mexico. That's Brazil or what? I mean, that's my bad. Jacob Loki outed himself by thinking Topuria is from South Africa. What the fuck, Jacob? Nah, Topuria's not from South Africa. He's fucking Mexican, though. He's like Spanish and shit. South America. No, I don't think Ilia's from South America. I was just saying that I think he just grouped in the South Americans. But I wasn't speaking about Ilia on that. South Americans are Brazilian or what? I'm shit. Every time I speak about this, I get confused.
And a man from Nicaragua and a man from Honduras. 4 of them started a criminal gang and they were breaking into your house and you called the police. You would say, 4 Mexicans are breaking into my house. Because that's what they fucking are. It's all one big Mexico. It's only 5 races in the world, guys. Let's cut the bullshit.
It's all one big Mexico. He's got me fucking dead.
There are some weird ones, like what's an Eskimo? You know? But they're probably a mix. They might be like snow Mexicans. You know? There's like Mexicans who made their way to the snow, but they're still Mexicans, okay?
Okay, so Soto goes, nah, he Georgian, dude. He's not actually Spanish. Bro, it's just so confusing when they do shit like that, Soda Pop. It's just so confusing. Didn't his parents fucking go to Georgia just to birth him? I don't even know, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Whatever the fuck Topuria is. He speaks Spanish way more often than I catch him speaking Georgian. And so just off that merit, I'm going, you know, homie's fucking Mexican. Homie's fucking Mexican. Ilia a fake Spaniard. I guess that's why Conor calls him a fake Spaniard. Yeah, I guess he's Georgian, but he resides in Spain. He speaks Spanish, you know. Hey, what's poppin'? Perfecto says, yo, what's up, y'all? Perry, great stream yesterday. Loved all the nutritional knowledge. My man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Perfecto. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I rewatched it. It was a good stream last night. One thing I would just say, if anybody's wondering, like, well, Jacob, how do I know, you know, what the macronutrients are in everything I eat? Well, you should just do a simple Google search. You need to get a food scale, though. Right? Food scale number 1. Number 2, once you get the food scale, it's literally as simple as weighing out the banana in grams that you're going to eat. If it comes out to be 100 grams, then you Google, say, what are the macronutrients for 100 grams of banana? And it'll come up and tell you, and then you log that shit. You know, you should get the stupid simple macro tracker app that I've been telling you guys about, so it does it all automatically, so that you don't have to just write it down on your notes or something. It'll keep track of it. So I just wanted to tell you guys that real quick about the macronutrients. And then also, it's on the back of almost everything you eat, right? With serving sizes and shit. So you should be able to figure that out. And like I said before, whatever, it'll say like carbohydrates, and then below carbohydrates, it'll say added sugars, you know, fiber, and those are a part of the carbohydrates. Whatever it says fiber underneath the carbohydrates, if it says 30 grams carbohydrates contains 4 grams of fiber, then you're going to log 26 grams of carbohydrates. You're going to subtract the 4 grams of fiber from the original 30. Okay, because like I said, right, there's technically 30 grams of carbohydrate, but 4 of those grams of carbohydrate come in the form of fiber, which is insoluble, indigestible. It runs right through you, so it's free. It's like a free calorie. It's a little bit, you know, heavy knowledge, but I'm trying to help you guys out. And I meant to say that yesterday, so I just figured I'd say that now with Perfecto bringing it up again. Based but ignorant, LOL. Yeah. Based as fuck. Yeah, it is. Facts, all these other Latin countries are just Mexico Junior, Mexico on top. I mean, it took me such a long time in my life to realize that, like, yeah, like, not everybody's Mexican. Growing up, I thought everybody was Mexican. Honestly, I mean, think about it. When you're like a kid, bro, you're not thinking like, oh, Japanese and Korean. You're like, oh, they're Asian, they're black, they're Mexican, they're white. I mean, like, what? It's actually not the worst thing in the world, right? They're Asian, black, Mexican, white, and what, Pakistani? Those are the 5. It's actually like, come on, bro. Come on. You just look at people and you're like, oh, he's white. You're not like, oh, he's a German. Never heard some of these takes before. They're fucking hilarious, though. That's like saying Canadians are American. Nah, Canadians are just white like Americans, you know? Spaniards came before Mexicans and invented Mexicans by graping the women and conquering. Wouldn't everyone just be Spaniards? Interesting. I mean, by that logic, Jew, you're probably right, but I think Mexico is just more popularized. At least in American culture, right? People know Mexico more than Spaniards. I get, at least me personally. Honestly, so excited for the Topuria fight. Anyone else? I'm excited for a cupcake. I think Gaethje's going to put up a decent performance. I'm just curious to see if he can like actually do it. But if Gaethje does like perform decently and give Ilia a tougher fight, I won't be surprised. Like, I'm going into this fight not thinking it's going to be a walkthrough for Ilia, but it might just be. If you can't member up, at least hit the likes. They're free. Yes, shout out to Andrew Nance. Make sure you guys run up the likes. His family is Georgian, but he grew up in Spain. He doesn't have Spanish blood, but I still claim him. Yeah, I claim him to be a Spanish too. Who you got, Ilia or Arman? I would take Ilia, but I really don't know, bro. I would take Ilia, though. We've only seen him fight Charles at 55, though, so it's tough to say. You pause before the funny part? Well, it's over. It's 2:59. Facts with the quote-unquote arguing over the way they fold tacos. All these Latin countries try to claim that they invented said food. P.S. Mexico invented all the food. Perfecto says great content. Thank you, homie. Mexicans are just indigenous people who were conquered by Spain, LOL. Mexico Jr. is crazy. Yeah, separate people by country now that I'm older. What do we call Canada? We call that shit Americans, bro. We just call it white. Canadians are primarily white. Canadians claim it as a race, though, huh? I've heard people be like, "Oh, I'm like Korean and Canadian." It's like, what? Canadians a race? I might just expose myself as a fucking idiot. What the hell is going on? Double World says, just Jew too, and I don't really care that you don't like them either. I wouldn't want people to call me that, especially Perry, so change it ASAP. Who the fuck knows what Double Worlds is saying? Double Worlds quit yapping. Double shut the hell up. It's a nickname. I'm not Jew, and I certainly don't care what you think. Perry not tripping. Everybody else thinks it's kind of funny, if anything. Who's this new guy trying to call shots? I have no idea. I have no idea what Double Worlds is on today. Trying to boss people around. We're gonna have to pack him out. Double Worlds is about to get packed out by the fucking chat. This is gonna be bad. I didn't even understand that. So Double Worlds is going after Jew because of his name. That's insane. Double Worlds, I'm gonna say this right now. No racism in the chat. You know, I mean, you're making me go there. You know, it's okay if you want to talk about Goy and non-Goy, but we don't want to be racist, you know, and we're not gonna be racist. You know what I mean? And I want it to be clear, you know, I am not against all Jews. Just to be clear, right? I'm not against all Jews. I don't even claim them all to be bad people, right? But I do not really fuck with Netanyahu, first and foremost. And I do not support what is going on, you know, what Israel does to some degree. But that doesn't mean, bro, that does not mean Jews are bad people. Okay, so that needs to be clear right off the back. And if that means Double Worlds doesn't want to watch anymore, well, then he's not going to watch anymore. You know? So just like real quick, I just want to put that out there. Nobody's going to put me into this box of hating fucking Jews. You know, I do not support what Israel does and currently. And then I do not think Netanyahu's a good guy. I know Jews not Jewish. I don't know who needed to hear that, but and it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. You feel me? No racism, boo. Yeah, we're not being racist, bro. Come on now. Come on now. There's all kinds of people in here. You know, all different creeds and ethnicities and shit like that. Like, what are we doing? You know, we could joke around and be funny about it. Like, we make jokes about all kinds of races. There's a difference between joking around and being funny and being hateful. You know, we don't want to be hateful. But we can joke around and say that fucking Ilia Topuria is Mexican. Who cares? You guys understand? Racism is good. Reliable stream for every event. Wait, that guy got banned for saying he doesn't like the Jews? The Jews? Ban me too then. Even if he was Jewish. He got a little timeout. He's going to take a lap. Anthony Andrew Nance did that. But I mean, no, that's that weird shit though. That's that weird shit. That's that weird shit. Like, Fight Night PLV, like, ban me too then. It's like, okay, I mean, no one's stopping you. Just don't, I mean, you could dip, you know? I made it pretty clear, and I'm not going to keep dancing in circles about that shit with the Jews, you know? Like, all the people who are super radicalized about that shit is like goofy as hell to me. Yeah, Israel's doing crazy shit right now, and I don't co-sign it. Does that mean if, like, I saw a Jew, like, I'm gonna think he's a bad guy? No. I hate them too. What the hell? You watching boxing this weekend? No. Or I might. I might do that as a stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Drew says, yeah, there has to be a comedy aspect. Yeah, it's like, but I hate when people kind of like don't understand the fine line between the comedy and like straight fucking hatred, you know? Fight Night says, is this a pro-Israel stream? If so, I'm dipping ASAP. I already spoke on it, so I'm not going to repeat myself. You know, I don't need to prove shit to you. You could dip if you want to. I mean, shit. It's crazy as this stream's ending with 2 minutes left. Now it's becoming goofy, you know? So I'm talking about. Fight Night PLW, we got to do a poll to see who likes them. Bro, I know nice Jewish people. Yeah, it's not, you know, we're making Jew jokes all the time, LOL. Yeah, we make tons of them, you know? I knew a couple of Jewish baddies back in the day. Otto says most Jews he met were white, but he did meet a Mexican Jew. For real. That's hilarious. Shit, is that how I'm gonna go viral though? Is that how I'm gonna go viral? Like, the most people will watch me if I just speak about Jews? Like, that's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Who knows if it's because it's like 7 p.m. now? Fight Night PLW, I mean, don't let the door hit you, homie. Don't let the door hit you. Keep Andrew Tate on, I will. This fight night guy, lol. He's just an idiot, bro. He's just an idiot. It seems like he wants me to be the opposite of what I'm saying, which is kind of weird. You know? Like I said what I said, right? It's so funny. I said what I said about Fight Night PL or about everything in general. And then Fight Night PLW basically said, so you're the exact opposite of what you like. He like repeated the exact opposite. Like, for example, I say I don't co-sign Netanyahu. He says, I know a Netanyahu stream when I see one. It's a guy's just a retard. You ever heard of Keyshawn Davis, the boxer he fought last weekend? Yeah, I heard about him. I can't make up my mind about him, though. Until I see him fight somebody real good, I can't really make up my mind. I want to see Keyshawn Davis whoop Devin Haney. Well, let's see. Let's see, because I haven't seen Keyshawn fight any good competition. So I'd like to see him fight a Devin Haney. Fight night, if you generalize like that, your life will be shit. See the nuance. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Cupcake. Yeah, Juice says, it's like you don't spill direct hatred they want to hear, then they just spaz. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. And it's like, bro, like I said, what the I don't got shit to fucking prove to you. Like, who the fuck are you? You know? Like, you want bro to get kicked off YouTube. It's just the weird, yeah. Bro's a straight goofy. It's like, hey, bro, go do your stream. Go create a stream yourself and go do all that shit and enjoy. Before Keyshawn's last opponent, he was the only guy to finish the guy. Nah, I know Clint Eastwood. I heard about that. I just don't know. Like, Keyshawn seems like he's pretty good, but I just don't know. They talk about like he's going to be the next, he's the biggest threat to Shakur Stevenson's throne. And it's like, I don't even know if that's true. There are bad and good people of all races. Yeah, to group everybody by a race is crazy. It's crazy. All right, boys, I'm going to hop off. I was going to hop off at 7 o'clock. That way I can go to the gym, be home by 9, and get some rest, man. You boys know I'm working every day, so I'm just kind of fucking tired. Figured I'll go live today early. There's no fights tomorrow. I'm going to kind of just like get some rest in. So that's the plan, boys. I'm going to be dipping. I'm going to dip now. Hope you boys enjoyed the stream. I think you guys really did enjoy the stream, to be honest. So shout out to you guys. I had a good time. Run up the likes on the stream if you haven't liked it yet on your way out. And then subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tony says, hey, bro, how's the gym been lately? Any run-ins with gay homie? I'll answer that real quick. And I shouldn't have even said I was going to go to the gym. I've been trying not to do that. I've been trying not to say I'm going to the gym and revealing my times on here. Because, bro, like it's like I got stalkers, bro. I just know I do. So I've been trying not to say that shit. But since I already fucking doxed myself, I've been seeing, bro. I got my fucking ops at the gym. It's fucking annoying. I think I'm gonna go to a different gym tonight. You know, I think I'm gonna go to a gym in a different city. Just cause, like, bro, I hate seeing my fucking ops at the gym. It's like annoying as fuck. But anyway, boys, I'll see you guys later. All right, I'll see you guys later. No stories because I don't be talking to my fucking ops at the gym. I don't even look their way. But it's like, bro, I hate seeing you there like multiple times in a week. So I think I'm gonna go to a different gym. He waiting on you to drop the gym times. Yeah, that's why I stopped fucking revealing them, bro. Gay homie, we about to pack you out. Shit, gay homie, I'm gonna have the whole chat on your bitch ass if you keep playing with me. But yeah, watch me go to the gym and gay homie's gonna be there. That's why I'm gonna go to a different location tonight. All right, boys, peace out. Thank you for all the good wishes and shit like that. Thank you for all the good wishes. I'm going to shout out the streets and dip out. Shout out Clint Eastwood. Shout out Otto. Shout out Jew. Shout out Cupcake. Shout out Tony M. Shout out Andrew Nance. Thank you for the donations, you know, Andrew Nance and Franklin. Much appreciated. Peace out Cupcake again. Peace out Zombie. Zombie, make sure you're subscribed up, homie. Subbed up. Peace out Mike Co. Peace out Roro. Peace out, Dylan. Good to see you in here as always, Dylan. Peace out, Soda Pop. Peace out, Jez DeMoose. Peace out, Tyler Betts. Peace out, my man's Perfecto. Peace out, Double Worlds. You gotta chill though, homie. You gotta chill. I'm gonna be real, Double Worlds. If anything, you're the one who gotta chill, Double Worlds, you know? Maybe Andrew Nance said what he said because you were acting a certain way. Consider that. A lot of the same people in this bitch. Trying to just read out new names if I missed any. Mike Co, shout out, homie. I don't know if I got you already. Tyler Betts, good to see you in here, homie. Nitro 99. Franklin, thanks again for all the support. You already know. Favorite part is when Franklin drops a big bag in chat. You gotta love it. Okay. All right. Peace out, boys. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Sunday is the commencement. 90 days of live streaming wrapping up tomorrow. We'll probably push it to 100 though, so the streak ain't really ending. But shout out to all you boys for the support over the course of 90 days. Sunday is the 90-day stream. All right, peace out, boys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like the stream on the way out if you're not subscribed.